What's up, nerds? This is Jamie Tajera, and this is the Jacksonville Nerd Report, where we go over all of the numbers and statistics that are relevant to homeowners, home sellers, renters, developers, builders, everybody in Jacksonville, Florida, and our little surrounding area. So check it out, and we'll get right into it. I'm Jamie Tajera, co-owner of Edge Group Real Estate here in Jacksonville, Florida. This is Carrie Hustis, co-owner and team lead. While Carrie runs all things sales, my day-to-day with investments and developments keeps me in two places. In the field, checking out potential opportunities, and on the computer, researching hyperlocal data. So if you're looking for insight on Jacksonville real estate, you've come to the right place. Thanks for checking out our channel, and if you like it, please be sure to subscribe. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at are some 2021 numbers, kind of our basic, what we look at all the time. This time for January, I've basically separated, the entire MLS, Duval County, Clay County, St. Johns County. If you've worked with us, you know that we cover all three counties. But I wanted to break it up and kind of get a little bit more granular. Sometimes we pull out specific regions, specific areas, specific neighborhoods. This time we're doing it by county. So let's look at our sales prices for last year, and let's compare it to what it was just in December, just for the last 30 days, for the last month. So average sales price. See if I can get that to go away. Our whole MLS was at $359 for the year for 2021. Duval County is at $311, Clay County is at $304, and St. Johns County is at $526. Now let's just look at December. December, we get a pretty big jump, right? $388, $338, $336, $583. Let's see if I can put this as a line. Yeah. So obviously you can see it was climbing all year. We're going to get into predictions for this year. Actually, I want to say next year, but we're in it. It's 2022. So, if you were having conversations with us about selling single family house, primary house, investment property, whatever, we usually tell you, December, January are great times because there's a lot less inventory. So let's go into our average price per square foot. You want to do your own mini appraisal. Here's how you do it. $183 per square foot is our average for December 2021. Duval County $187, Clay County $165, and St. Johns County $251 a square foot. We always talk about this. Obviously, the condition of your home, it's gonna move this number up, down. The size of your home can go up, down. If you have a bigger house, your price per square foot is going to come down, right? If the average, size home in your neighborhood is 1,500 square feet and you're at 2,000, your average price per foot is going to come down. And that's how that works. So let's go look at our days on market for each one of these, what we averaged. They're all about the same. After looking at this for a year, what I don't like about these numbers, so, for the whole year of 2021, they're all about the same. What I don't like about these numbers is because there's so little inventory, I truly believe that these numbers are higher than what a truly well-marketed property, the time frame for selling that house is. I know Carrie just put up a $1.5 million house in Pablo Creek. It sold in 6 days. It had multiple offers, right? So the 30 days, or let's see, what's Duval County? 32 days. It doesn't match that statistic. We didn't undersell the house. We had multiple offers. We could have jacked the price up as much as we wanted. And we did, as high as it would go. But, I think that there's some other inventory that's sitting out there. You guys know that last year Zillow, bailed on its iBuyer program. They've still got some listings. There's some people holding some bags, if you know what I'm saying, of inventory that they might have overpaid for. And there's a lot of people from out of town buying houses to flip here in Jacksonville, and they're being told that values might be higher than what they are. These guys might get lucky, based on the predictions and stuff that's coming in. They might sell it eventually, but those numbers are what hits, and what impacts, this average days on market. Let's go to homes for sale. Let's look at the whole year. So overall, we had about 4,800 homes for sale in the whole MLS, most of them in Duval County, a few in Clay County, and a few in St. Johns County. Now, that's our average, right? Or no, that's the amount total, sorry. And then here in December, so the amount of homes that we have on inventory keeps going down. If you're selling, what does all this information mean to you if you're selling? It means you're going to get a lot of money, for your property, right? Kind of no matter what it is, land, house, doesn't matter what it is, you're going to get the most we've ever seen, ever. And it kind of correlates with what you're seeing in the stock market. S&P, Dow, everybody hitting, all-time highs, last year. And they're kind of predicting the same thing for this year. So going into 2022 overall predictions, Jacksonville Business Journal just put out an article about, Jacksonville looking like it's number 2 for 2022 growth. And I think the number was 22% home price appreciation across the board for Jacksonville. A lot of people are pointing at those similar numbers, even with interest rates taking little itty bitty climbs this year. The predictions for interest rates are about 1/4 to 0.5%. If you're on the verge of a certain price point, keep that in mind, because the prices are going to keep going up. Our prediction from what we've seen is we think that this market's going to continue in 2022, what we saw last year, and then into 2023. Where we start thinking there's going to be a change is 2024, depending on what, of course there's going to be change in 2024. You've got an election year, interest rates will be higher at that point based on all the predictions. Like it's almost too easy to say that there's going to be some sort of change in 2024. But that's what we think, so if you're flipping houses, get everything you can in the next 2 years, right? Because we think by the third year, there's going to be a shift. Now, if we're completely wrong about that and it keeps going up, well, then it is what it is. But just be prepared. What kind of is an alarm for us is Warren Buffett talks about, I think if your taxi driver starts telling you about stocks, there's something wrong. There's 9,000 to 10,000 realtors in our board just in Northeast Florida, and I think the amount of homes for sale in our whole MLS, why won't that go away, is 3,599. So for every listing, there's about 3 to 4 realtors. That's scary for the consumer because there's not enough houses for buyers, but then from a representation standpoint, there's a lot of people that got into the business, in the last 5 years. So be on the lookout for that. So what do these predictions mean for you as a seller? As a seller, in the next 12 to 24 months, we think you're going to get the most amount of money you're going to be able to get for a while. If you're looking to sell and buy, the next 12 months is extremely important because are you going to pull out a ton of cash from the property you already have? Yes. And can you use that cash to leverage it, buy a bigger property, move up, 1031, whatever, and secure long-term financing with a very low rate? You're still going to be able to do that, we think, in the next 12 months. It doesn't do you any good to be able to cash out on a property and then move up, and then pay a higher interest rate, right? You're actually not trading up. You're just trading sideways financially. Even though the house might seem like you're getting a better bang for your buck, you might actually be financially trading down. So the next 12 months are pretty good for sellers, that are looking to buy, move up, or just gain some more liquidity if you're selling secondary properties or whatever. Take that liquidity, move it into something else, 1031 into another asset class. All of those are awesome options. Something we're looking at is, because in our market there's 10,000, 9,000 agents and only 3,000 listings, the opportunity for single family homes from an investment standpoint purely isn't what it used to be. So we're looking, our team's looking into totally different asset classes still in the real estate world, because there's a lot less players involved. And the game's just a little bit different. So we're liking 1031 move ups if you're selling. If you're a buyer, what does all this mean? Don't get depressed. It's not all over. What it means is, if your uncle's a realtor or like someone just got their real estate license, do a little bit more homework on what their world kind of looks like. We always want to help out friends and family. When it comes to a house that you're buying, it's still a great time for you to buy a personal investment or a personal property, right, to live in, because the exchange of money there is basically rent or mortgage. You might as well, if you're renting, you're paying a mortgage, it's just somebody else's. You might as well pay your own, build that equity. But do some homework into the agent you're using to buy, because again, it's 3-to-1 on how many agents there are to houses. Is the agent you're working with on a team that has a lot of listings that are off market, right? Like right now, it's so competitive. Our buyer's agents on our team get a pretty strong advantage because we have so many listings coming up. We have so many investment properties coming up. They're getting first shot. Our customers, our buyers that are signed up with us are getting first shot at properties that nobody else is able to look at. And the MLS does have a rule with coming soon listings where they are made available to everyone. The difference is that when we own the properties ourselves, it gives us a distinct advantage for our customers. And a lot of these properties that we have coming soon, we actually own ourselves. So if you're a buyer, whether it's us or whether it's someone else, find someone that has access to some of that off-market inventory. And if they don't, make sure they're willing to go hunting, right? Some realtors, especially if they're brand new, are like, hey, let's just wait to see what MLS brings up. Hopefully we find something. We don't play that game because not in this market, we've got a window to be able to help our customers find their houses. In this market with low interest rates, if we wait, we're going to get run over. So we have a customer looking for an oceanfront house, basically on Duval Drive over in South Jacks Beach. We're not going to wait around for MLS. That's not what a great real estate team does. We're going hunting. We're sending out letters. We're cold calling people. I know it's annoying if you're on the other side of those, but we're very passionate about getting results for our customers. So that's what we're doing. Make sure on the buy side, your agent's going to go hunt for you, or they have some access to some inventory that's off market. All right, on the investment side, what are we buying? We're looking for storage facilities, mini storage facilities. Right now, we want to be within a 2-hour drive of Jacksonville. So we'll go into Georgia, anywhere like that. Multifamily, anything from 5 units up, value add if it's ugly, if it needs some work. Mom and pop owned apartment buildings, we're all about it. We want to buy it. We want to make it look nice and, just add value to it. Basically the same thing you guys have seen us do with single family flips, except these we want to keep, right? And then if we're around 295, the 295 Beltway, we're looking for 7+ acre plots of land that we can, build townhomes on, houses, whatever. And that brings me into my next point. With Breeze Homes, here's some updates on what's going on. For 2022, we're anticipating, from a pipeline standpoint, we should have, I think, somewhere between 200 and 400 homes, affordable, right? Like our whole mission is, be the affordable choice that still provides quality in Jacksonville. That's our number one thing. We're hoping to have 200 to 400 homes based on the pipeline. We have to see what, permitting happens and all that stuff. But I know myself, I've got hands on one project I'm hoping will bring about 100 doors to the west side of Jacksonville. And we're working on some other projects too. So just know we've got that inventory. If you're looking to go new, get in early. It doesn't matter what builder it is. We would hope that you would go with Breeze Homes or one of our projects. But if it's not, just get in early, because know that the people that are closing today were under contract like four or 5 months ago with pre-sales. So keep that in mind. If we can help you with anything, reach out to us, text us, social media us, whatever you need in the comments. And we'll put some more of the December numbers for different neighborhoods in the comments. As far as the investments go, some of you guys have emailed us about syndications, being limited partners on some of the commercial projects. We don't have a real setup for that. If you're an accredited investor, just email us. And then we're going to try to put a list together and say, hey, this is what, these are the projects we have coming up. If you want to be part of it, let's go. Passion project, anything commercial or multifamily apartments in Arlington. Right now, that's a passion project for us. Some of the people we work with are doing some awesome stuff in downtown. They're way bigger than us, honestly. And we love Arlington, so that's going to be like that. That's going to be like our little area that we want to do some projects in and improve that neighborhood, just to start out, and then hopefully we'll hit some other areas. But again, if we can help out with anything, let us know. We're happy to help. Our team's at your disposal. All right, have a happy new year, and thanks for checking us out.